As like two of you know, I have a YouTube account. So when I was scrolling down YouTube, I found this video. 5 reasons why LeBron has surpassed MJ by a YouTuber called Moonpie Live. Now I thought this video was interesting, so I watched the whole thing. Overall, a very good video. But he had brought up some points that could be debated, so I wrote a comment. A very long comment. 1,335 words, in fact. So now I'm going to be reading the whole thing exactly the way I wrote it. If you would like to watch the video, the link is in the description down below. You can check it out there. Now, let's start. Nice video, but quick debunk coming in. I have got to say that I don't think of LeBron as a bad player or anything. Nobody should. He is, in my opinion, the second best NBA player of all time. I think you can guess who number 1 is. LeBron is an exceptional player, but I cannot think of him as a GOAT to me. That is only MJ's and MJ's alone. First reason, 2016 NBA Finals. I actually want to save this for a later point that I will be making. Second reason, most points all time. Firstly, this is a good take. LeBron's longevity definitely surpasses Jordan's. However, we cannot just say that Jordan wasn't extremely durable and someone had an extremely long career himself. Michael Jordan played 13 seasons with the Bulls and 2 seasons with the Wizards. That equals to 15 seasons all time. This is a long career, but could have been longer. Michael Jordan missed around 5 seasons in his NBA career. 93, most of 94, 99, 2000, and 01. If we add these seasons of play, we would get a full 19 seasons because Jordan had technically played in the 94 season. This is only 1 to 2 seasons away from how long LeBron has been playing. This is as he is playing over 80 games throughout his career with the exception of 85, 92, 94, and his Wizards years. 85 due to a broken foot, 92 he had played 78 games, and 94 he was still playing minor league baseball for most of that time. Looking at LeBron, he has only played over 70 games in a season 13 years of his career, and only played over 80 games in a season 3 times, as well as playing less than 65 games in a season 5 times. Of course, LeBron is better in the longevity department. However, people underrate Jordan's longevity and durability, and also don't talk about his multiple injuries in his career that made him sit out. Fourth reason, 4th all-time assists. This one explains itself, but the way he explained it made LeBron sound like a much better playmaker than he is. Firstly, trying to subtly make the argument that LeBron is a better passer or at least as good as a playmaker as Steve Nash or Magic is unacceptable. LeBron is good at playmaking, however, just because he passed them in all-time passing shows mostly his longevity rather than his actual playmaking prowess. I'm not saying that being 4th in all-time assists doesn't show playmaking prowess, but we know that there is definitely a difference between someone like Magic, Stockton, Nash, and Jokic's passing when compared to LeBron. He is just not as good as a playmaker as those individuals. Third reason, most finals appearances. Now this might be a good point, so let's look at his opponents when going to the NBA Finals, shall we? This is going to take a while. 2007 with Cavaliers. First round, Wizards team who only has a 25-year-old Gilbert Arenas, who has less than a 50% effective field goal percentage. Second round, New Jersey Nets team who has a late prime Vince Carter, aging Jason Kidd, and a young Richard Jefferson. Conference Finals, Detroit Pistons who were one of the best defensive teams during that era with a season record for most blocks with a very well-rounded roster. Finals, San Antonio Spurs. We don't really need to talk about that one. 2011 with Heat. First round, 76ers team with 27-year-old Iguodala and 20-year-old Drew Holiday. Second round, Boston Celtics team with disappointing Rondo and Garnett, with Ray Allen scoring 19 points per game and Paul Pierce scoring 21 points per game. Conference Finals, Chicago team with Derrick Rose dragging his team to the Conference Finals with the next best scorer being Luol Deng. Finals, Jason Terry and the Dallas Mavericks. 2012 with Heat, short season. First round, Knicks team with Carmelo, J.R. Smith, and Stoudemire, who all can't shoot threes. Second round, Pacers team whose best player was Danny Granger. Conference Finals, a much better Celtics team, but still can't shoot threes. Finals, Thunder team with KD, Russ, and Harden, the last two who have horrible field goal percentage. 2013 with Heat. First round, Bucks team whose best player was Monte Ellis with 15 points per game. Second round, Bulls team whose whole starting lineup has a sub-50 field goal percentage. Conference Finals, Pacers team which only most of the starting lineup either has 50% field goal percentage, cannot shoot threes, or both. Finals, good Spurs team but has some key players with sub-50 field goal percentage. 2014 with Heat. First round, the Charlotte Bobcats. Second round, the Nets team with Joe Johnson, Deron Williams, and an old Paul Pierce. Conference Finals, almost everyone on this Pacers team has a sub-50 field goal percentage. Finals, Spurs with Kawhi, Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. 2015 with Cavaliers. First round, Celtics with Isaiah Thomas, who can only score 17 points per game. Second round, Bulls with Jimmy and Rose, but everyone on the roster has a sub-50 field goal percentage. Conference Finals, Atlanta with Jeff Teague, Paul Millsap, DeMar Carroll, and Al Horford as centerpieces. Finals, one of the best teams of all time, minus KD, equals extremely solid roster. 2016 with Cavaliers. First round, Pistons with KCP, Tobias Harris, Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris, and Andrew Drummond. Second round, 2015 Atlanta, but swapped DeMar Carroll with Kyle Korver and Kent Bazemore. Conference Finals, Raptors with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, who have awful shooting splits and are the only scorers. Finals, one of the best teams of all time, minus Andrew Bogut, Draymond, and Game 6 Steph. Equals probably beatable. Nice comeback still. 2017 with Cavaliers. First round, Pacers with Paul George and Jeff Teague. Second round, 2016 Raptors, but Kyle Lowry can play, plus Serge Ibaka. Conference Finals, Celtics with prime Isaiah Thomas and Al Horford and Avery Bradley. Finals, one of the best teams of all time. 2018 with Cavaliers. First round, Pacers with Victor Oladipo. Second round, 2016 Raptors, but Kyle Lowry got a little bit better. Conference Finals, Celtics with young Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown with Terry Rozier and Al Horford, minus Kyrie. Finals, still one of the best teams of all time. 2020 with Lakers. First round, Portland with CJ, Dame, and Or Carmelo. Second round, Houston with James Harden, Eric Gordon, and Russ without a three. Conference Finals, Nuggets with Jokic and Murray. Finals, Heat with Jimmy with a stroke, Hero, Bam, and Dragic. Most of these years, you can see that he has a relatively easy path to the finals, only meaning the real challenge is during the finals. This is because he was in the weaker conference for most of those years in his career. When he finally went to the Western Conference, he had a first-round exit, ending into playoffs for 2 years despite there being a good team built around him. Fifth reason, Thanos versus the Avengers. This was the reason on why I wanted to save the first reason, so let me get into it now. He said that LeBron beat the best team of all time and that he should be celebrated for that. But now you want to say that when he lost to the same team, that he not just won but got out of a 3-1 deficit through some chance of some players not being able to play, just that it doesn't count? It doesn't make sense on how he can just celebrate when he wins but forget when he loses. Okay, now let's see it in another perspective. Do Mavericks fans celebrate the 2011 Finals win over LeBron? Yes. Nobody thought it was coming and thought that the Heat super team of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh would beat the Mavs, but they had lost. It was thought to be a miracle, something that had the slimmest chance of happening. But do the Mavs fans just forget the other times that the Mavs had lost after that? No. This type of contradictory reasoning is why some LeBron and Jordan fans are going to be objectively wrong. After I posted this, we went back and forth for a bit. After a while, I realized that he had posted another video, this one named Jor Fraud Cult is Crazy, replying to all the hate comments. Looking at this, of course, I click on the video to check if I was in it or not, as there weren't many comments on this earlier video, and I saw my comment there. Of course, I was a little upset at the fact that I was called part of a cult and that my comment was of hate. It was fine. If he was doing this in the video, then he must have some sort of counter-argument or at least something productive to say, right? Right? Oh boy.
But we're going to go and debunk all of these right now. Now, I'm going to say it's this one dude in these comments named, I can't pronounce that, but he has 15 paragraphs on why MJ's the GOAT, or debunking every single one. I feel like, bro, that's the definition of down bad. You're down bad, bro. I'm going to be honest. That's down bad, dude. Come on now. 15 paragraphs. You sat down for an hour watching my video and you typed out all of that. I don't even think you was on the computer. You had to be on your phone or something, bro. There's no way you did that, bro. But hey, you can do. I'm happy you watched the video. You know what I'm saying? I did read what you wrote or whatever. But if I go through all of that in this video, we're not gonna get anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and Otis first. All right.
It's pronounced abridged JD. And also, down bad. He really called me down bad. There were definitely hate comments that were calling him names just because he was speaking his own truth, but to go down to their level is just not the right thing to do. Calling people bums and frauds is a horrible thing to do, as they have spent tens of thousands of hours owning their craft, perfecting it, and increasing each skill each and every day. And his hypocrisy speaks even louder in the next clip.
See, so I hope y'all see all of this. These people are in the comments. Names. They're calling names. They're just not giving real reasons. The only person that gave real reasons is dude with 15 paragraphs. This dude went stupid, but I ain't gonna lie, he has some valid points in there. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I hope that helped y'all out with the. It just shows you where the MJ fans are. Y'all think LeBron fans are crazy. These people are crazy. The MJ fans, like 18 comments, bro. That's crazy. But hopefully I debunked that for y'all. Y'all are actually crazy. I didn't know that.
The fact that this man is complaining that he is being called names by doing the exact same thing back to those comments, and other people like Jordan calling him Jor fraud, is just insane. The double standards are as clear as day. And also the fact that I get called out for writing a long argument on why his points were debatable, that was said to even had valid points, was ridiculed. It is also very childish and immature, as well as saying he debunked it without talking about it at all in the video. To make this clear, this is not just a trait specifically that LeBron or even Jordan fans have. Everyone sometimes has these moments of hypocrisy, and in differing levels as well. Only after there are people who look at those arguments and the people who called them out and change, and the people who stay in their glass houses and keep ignorant. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to, like and subscribe, and I post stuff.